I think what I'm about to say is controversial. And I say controversial in this regard. Some people it's gonna hit, and some people gonna think I sound crazy as hell. They're gonna be like, that's some Delulu shit. And either way, you're right. I'm here to tell you that. Either way you perceive it, you're right. Okay? Let that sink in. But anywho, you know, I'm gonna tell you where the Bible speak of shadow work. Okay? Now you might have never thought about it like this, and maybe it's not that deep. I don't fucking know. I'm just sharing. Deep, shallow, whatever. I'm still motherfucking sharing. But listen. Truth and Justice Tarot is a Patreon exclusive where I help solve murder and missing person mysteries. Please help me and send in your requests by clicking Send Your Suggestions located under the Contact tab on my website at rockyroadtv.com. Watch the series for free by joining my Patreon. The Bible speaks of shadow work when it says on Psalm 23 verse 4 says, Yea, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I will feel no fear. I'm fucking up. Let's go back because you got to say it a certain way. It's got to hit. I'm fucking up on the hit part. Okay. Psalms 23 verse 4. Haha. Yea, throughout. I'm still fucking up. You fucking up. Psalm 23 verse 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Now, when you hear this, you might be like, damn, I ain't even got to worry about the big boogeyman because the sky daddy got my back. That's one way of looking at it. I might be offending somebody, but that's not my point. I just came on here to share. I ain't trying to fuck with y'all. I promise. I'm just sharing. Either you fuck with it or you don't. And it really is that simple. Shit. Okay, that ain't gonna stop me from talking. Anywho, you might have been thinking it was just some shit, but you might not have seen what it was saying. See, the Bible is symbolism. It's just really a bunch of drama. Like everything is dramatized and it throws you off base because it's just so extra. Get to the fucking point. Yea, though art thou wilt shall not. What is the point? When's the point coming? We waiting. So it's just dramatic as fuck. But what they really saying is shadow of death is shadow work. And if you ever went through your shadow work, to prove what I'm saying, that shit get to hitting your ass, right? Because you get to looking at some shit you wasn't looking at before. I mean, you knew it was there, but your ass kept dusting it to the corner. You kept putting it on the corner, like, no, we're not gonna do with that. You kept putting it on the shelf. But once you get to the point where you have to go through your shadow work, it's some shit. And see, people really don't explain what that shit is. They just make it seem like it's one big funky ass boogeyman. We all trying to bad. Some of us know we fighting, and some of us don't know we fighting. Either way, we still fighting the same funky bitch. you know, you got to be facing some shit you didn't want to deal with. That's called shadow work. But see here, now we saying shadow of death. Shadow of death is shadow work. The shit can get dark. Thy rod, which be the truth. Thy staff, which will be standing on business. As long as I stand in truth, and in my power, unapologetically, there is nothing to fear. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I even myself look at that knowledge like that I just hit my spirit. I'm even looking at the shit like, what in the fuck? But somehow I can't explain it, but I know that shit is right on. And I know that my programming and my nightmaring baseline will have me to see it in a more sinister light. But no, that's what the fuck it is, dude. It's, you know, stop bullshitting. It's time to take accountability for some of this shit, right? So as long as I stand in my truth and in my power unapologetically, there's nothing to fear. See, this is one of the greatest tests of this incarnation process. The big test is saying, do you have the balls to do it? That's really what we mastering. Do you have the balls to do it? Whatever the fuck it is. Do you got the balls to do it? Do you have the angst, the gust, the gusto, the swagger, the tapped in, tapped out, tapped on, whatever y'all want to call it? You got that shit? Because if you got that shit, you might be on to something. But if you don't got that shit, I don't know. But I'm going to tell you how when you don't got that shit can still win. It's when they acknowledge they don't have the shit. See, y'all be mad. Y'all be wanting this person to do this and this person to do that. I just feel like they could do so much better. Okay, but they don't. Because they not. That's where they at. And it ain't because they're bums, bad people, or something's wrong with them. They on that shit or whatever y'all want to come up with. It's really just that's their role in the game. Nah, okay, I put my hands up and say these are just my views and opinions gathered from me living and existing, experiencing some things, analyzing, watching, looking through others. You know, it's a litany of reasons of why I've gotten here, but I'm here. Oh, and let's not forget about accountability too. Okay, because you can stand in your truth and you can be authentic with it. But how true is the truth if your ass ain't holding yourself accountable? See, you got a version of the truth. You got a delusional story. But when you step into that accountability, the shit start being wow. You know what I'm saying? The shit get wild. So let's not, I just want to make it clear. Listen, there's a department to all of this shit. You got to use your head. You got to be grounded. But you still got to be able to commune with spirit, though. You got to be balanced. And I'm going to tell you, and it's going to piss some people off. For the men that aren't balanced, what they going to do is they're going to automatically, by default, drain any woman they get with, because they're going to begin to pull her resources of energy to try to balance their own. It's not something they even got to consciously think about. It's just about everything in this universe is going to fight for balance. So where you throw one area out, something got to compensate from that shit. It's not personal. And that's the fucking problem. That's why that's why we too busy personalizing this fucking journey. Now, I'm going to tell you some fucked up shit going on. It's some fucked up shit going on. But baby, it's going on. And why is it going on? Because those people, even though they play a part of balance, right? So it might typically be a thing. We just got to keep it at bay. You know, the evil just can't run rampant like some kind of STD or some shit. Like, no, shit got to be balanced. But see, the thing is, it's getting off balance. And we having a hard time. When you personalize truth, you go with what you feel like what righteous should be. And I mean, we could play the righteous role. That's cool. We jazzing it up. We making it look good. We putting lipstick on the pig. But the real shit is, it's called balance. Once you motherfuckers start throwing off the balance, shit get crazy. I don't know if somebody hear me. When you start throwing off the balance, shit get and that's either direction. What you think a world where everybody was way? I mean, I would tell you this now. If people were nicer over people being nasty, I mean, if that's just the only two options, then yes, you would want to choose to have it more on a tipping point of good than chaos. But We the other way around. And it's all about accountability and making decisions and changing, right? And accountability is very uncomfortable, especially at first, until you start. And once you start, it becomes a habit, and it becomes not that big of a deal. But I don't know. I didn't went off on the deep end in the tangent. I just came to share. Now it became a whole thing, didn't it? But yeah, I'm just trying to tell y'all. So listen, what am I talking about putting feelings behind it like this? Yeah, girl, he was definitely going to. You want to come out talking about, oh my God, he was draining. Yeah, that's what. What? You knew that. You knew this motherfucker wasn't balanced. You knew he wasn't balanced. He was going, yeah, he was going to drain you. If you the one more imbalanced, nah, shit. If your ass out of balance, then we got a different conversation. And it's cool. It ain't no shade because we are where we are, right? We still perfect, even in all that. To the soul, we are. But some of y'all some dirty motherfuckers incarnate, though. Y'all dirty. I don't give a fuck what your role is in the shit. Some of y'all is funky out here. But I digress. Shit. So I'm about to go in. Round 20. The fuck? We gotta know how to use it all. It all has to apply in our life to be balanced. We gotta use a part of logic. Cause I'm just saying, if you don't have a corner of logic in your shit, you gonna be over the moon. And I get it's cool, but sometimes you gotta land now. Damn. We can't just send a rocket ship up in the air and just keep that bitch in space, like how y'all think space is. And like we gonna play along with that. Rockets and shit. What? Okay. So we gonna go along with that narrative. Some more hidden message type shit. Some more covert messaging. All right, cool. I'm down with it. I fucks with it. That's what we gonna do. We gonna play along, but no. The fact is, some of us, and these are just terms that y'all use, okay? It's the same coin on the opposite direction. One is heads, the other's tails. Same shit. Okay. Some people, excuse me, that's rude. Some people are accountable, and then some people they're accountable and they have the discipline and their focus, and they work in repetition because it's a rhythm. It's a rhythm, the rhythm gives the shit momentum. That's how the shit roll out. Now I should have known. I kept looking at my glass, y'all. I'm sorry for just railroading y'all or swerving into another lane real quick, but I should have knew the fuck better that I was gonna be running my damn mouth, and I should have had some water by me. And the fact that I didn't do it, and I looked at the glass, I'm like, damn, you need to put some water in that. That glass is dry. You have to be running your mouth. And I didn't get off my fat ass to go get that damn water. Ain't that something? Well, but you know what? It is what the fuck it is. That's the truth. So I need some water, but what was we talking about? I got lost in the conversation as if somebody is talking back, but maybe I got lost in the conversation. What was we talking about? This might have to be a fucking to be continued. Oh my God, the mic went out. This is getting ghetto. But I'm just saying, listen, it'll be a part two. Y'all